Yo, check this out. We about to run up in Washington, D.C. and get it popping. I'm telling you, son, the Division 2. This is one of my favorite franchises, period. Like, ever since the first one, one of my favorites from Ubisoft. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let them know who you are, what you do, and why Division 2 is great, bro.
Yeah, so I'm Keith Evans. I'm the lead designer at Red Storm, and we're working on the Division 2.
Yo, all right, so at E3, when you showed off, just going up in Washington, everything like that, what's happening? Like, lay it all out. What's happening, bro?
Yeah, so it's 7 months after the first game, right? Time has passed. We're in summer now. Wow. The virus has kind of been contained, but the cities have all fallen. So now you're the Division agent getting sent into DC to try to take it back.
Wow. All right, so now this is very important question, right? Gameplay. What's some of the new things that fans could really get excited about that you probably wanted to do in part 1 but didn't get a chance to get to? What are we doing in part 2?
Sure, I mean, it's a true sequel, right? So we have had multiple years of running the first game. We've learned a lot. We know what players are looking for. And so this time we started with a really endgame first mentality, right? Like, we're building the game to go for a long time. And that's not just new content for you to play. That is new character progression for you to dive into. So when you hit the end of the campaign, your character, they have a lot of gear, they've grown a lot in power, but there's a whole new thing for you to dive into, and it's specializations, right? So the specializations, they give you a really powerful weapon, like a thing you're collecting special ammo for, and then that opens up a whole new progression path for you. And you're going to be doing that throughout the endgame experience. So at launch, there's going to be a 50 cal sniper rifle for you to get. There's going to be a crossbow with explosive tips, and there's going to be a grenade launcher. So we're kind of upping the combat to a different level.
I'm supposed to do an interview, but I don't even want to talk no more, dog. Like, I just want to play this shit. Like, this is crazy. Like, that I did that much. You know what I'm saying? So now I have a major question for you. Now, when it comes to the Division and the Dark Zone, a lot of people, so there was like a love-hate relationship with the Dark Zone. I loved it, but then I know that a lot of people was like, well, I did this, but ain't really nothing else to it. Like, what's so special about it now? So will the Dark Zone be coming back, or is there something completely different that y'all doing or that y'all learned from the Dark Zone that you want to try now? What's up?
Well, it falls into the same thing of we've been building on the Dark Zone in that first experience. Only thing we're saying is that, yes, the Dark Zone's coming back, but we don't have any other details about what it's going to be, right? But absolutely, we're excited.
I need that, dogs. I need it, bro. So now, one thing I want to ask you, and this is when it comes to the classes. So when so for me, when I'm playing the Division, what I love about it is how traversal it is. Like, I love the movement in the game. But because we're in a different setting, what's some of the things environment-wise we're going to experience that will change the dynamics of the gameplay? I think that's the best way to ask the question.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a different city, right? And that opens up so many new types of gameplay. Because the first game really had 2 major environments, right? You were a little bit of residential, and then you were in skyscraper land, right?
Yeah.
So now DC, it's that real one-to-one recreation of DC, but there's 6 totally drastically different environments inside of there. There's natural environments for the first time where you're really on undulating terrain and high grass and trees, and you're taking cover against, big meaty trees. That changes the game a lot. And as you go around the map, you keep encountering these different types of environments. So, like in the demo that people are playing, it's a huge, wide open battlefield, way bigger than anything we had in the first game, and you can attack it full 360. So.
That's crazy. All right, cool. So I got 3 more questions. 3 more questions to go wrap it up. Now, for the next 3 questions, it'll be an honor for you to hold the belt, big bro. Man, you got to hold the belt.
You don't know how long I've wanted to hold this belt.
You got to hold the belt, baby. Get that joint to spin right there, son. So for the next 3 questions, this is going to be very important. Now, what do you feel was the biggest lesson that y'all learned in developing Division 1 that y'all applied to Division 2 that fans will not expect when they pick up the game to go play it?
Well, the biggest lesson is how long people are going to want to dive into that end game, right? And how many hours people put in there. We have people who have played thousands of hours of this game. And, New York was an amazing setting, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But most of your gameplay took place inside missions, inside of the different activities.
Yeah.
DC, we want it to be a living world where you can just keep playing in there, and there's new gameplay for you to uncover. So there's settlements with civilians, there's these different factions, they all have their own needs, and that will just create gameplay that you can keep uncovering as you play all through the end game, right? Like this, what we're showing in the demo is not a mission, it's just an activity that can happen in the open world.
Hold up, Keith. You lying, bro. Like, wait a minute. I thought that was an actual, like, mission that you got to play within the story.
No, that's just something that could play out tons of different ways. There could be different factions that take over that point. That could get taken away when you weren't even there. The civilians want it, but you want to hold it for them, but all the different factions can come in and take it, and you can, you know, keep having different experiences there.
All right. Okay. I didn't know that. All right. So now my next thing is, and I want to talk about this with the division. Like, so it's still like teams of 4, correct?
Yeah.
So, have y'all ever thought about, and this is just me thinking big, do you think that with the Division 2, do you think that this is something that could carry over into the world of like competitive gaming? And the reason why I say that is because I would love to have a team of 4, and we battle each other. I think that would be crazy, and not to say that every game got to be an esports game, but I love the 4v4 because the way the game is designed. I think that would be crazy. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, like the first game, we had the Dark Zone, right? And that's where the PvP lived, and over time we added all sorts of different activities that were PvP focused. Last Stand, we added Skirmish, which was a little more like straight up team deathmatch style gameplay. Yeah. We're not really talking about the PvP at this point, but we've definitely learned a lot of lessons, and yeah, I'm excited for everything.
You see how I tried to catch him, right?
Yeah.
You saw that, right? You're good. You're good.
You
I tried to, damn, man. See, it's all Holly. My homegirl Holly, she's amazing. It's all her fault, because she's been like, she's great at this stuff, so I think she told Keith something. She's like, hip-hop game's going to try to throw you a curveball. That was a great dodge. I like that.
Thanks, man.
Now, for the last question, this is more of an inspirational question.
Sure.
But it took so much blood, sweat, and tears to even do the first division. And now we're here with 2, and hopefully we'll see 3, and so on and so forth.
Sure.
But can you tell the fans something that they may not know in terms of what it takes to do this? Because to me, it's obviously a passion project with everything.
For sure.
But I think fans need to understand the true love that comes behind it, because sometimes y'all get labeled as just some corporate shills and blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't know what's going on. So I would love for you to really let them know what it takes to do this, why you do it, and the importance of this in our industry.
Yeah, man, I could talk about this for a long time, but you know, the things I'll say is, like, before we even get started making the game, there were multiple trips to DC. There's so much research that goes into this. There's so much exploring the city on foot. There's teams of researchers just putting together information that the rest of the team can pull from. There's an amazing amount of passion. And then on top of that, this is unlike any game I've ever got to work on, because we are so committed to it, and we were able to keep working on it and refining it for years, right? Wow. And I'm looking forward to doing the same thing with this one.
Yo, thank you so much for your Keith, bro. I appreciate you. Always will. Thank you for your work, man. The Division 2. When can we expect this game to come out, bro?
March 15th on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and if you can pre-order now for beta access.
Definitely. Now, real quick before we go, I want to commend you on a game well done on the PC with the Division 1, because a lot of times PC games probably they don't get optimized properly.
Sure.
The Division 1 was very good and very optimized properly. It really, really works. I hope to see the same in the Division 2, because I'm looking to get my 2080 Ti RTX, you know, and I want to make sure that joint run perfectly on the Division 2.
Well, I'm not going to get into like specs and graphics cards and stuff, but we have people looking at the PC version the whole way through development. That same commitment is still there, so you don't have to worry about PC. That's
all I needed to hear. So one love and God bless. It's the one and only hip-hop gamer on your Hot 97 every day. That's my word. The Division 2 coming soon next year. Let's get it, baby. We out. Yeah, he spent the at the end. That was perfect. Yo, oh my God, my dude. Thank you for